Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Harsha and I make videos on motorcycles and some motor vlogs and some vlogs as well. So if you are interested in any of these kind of videos, you can please subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon as well so that you won't miss any notification from my side. So once you have done that, let's get this party started, shall we?
I got some dirty shit to pick up at the dry cleaner. I got a tidy bitch to pick up, I got love Selena. Shawty hop up in the whip, but I ain't never seen her. Shawty love the way I whip it in a two-seater.
So I would like to apologize for two things here. Number one is I'm not wearing gloves because I'm in Visakhapatnam right now and I haven't carried my gloves over here. So is the reason why I haven't been wearing these gloves. And number two, it is a very windy day and it is going to rain, so wind noise will be a lot. So sorry for that. And so now that I would love to start the review of this motorcycle. So this is CBR 150R, which actually have been discontinued for now, and a lot of us have been waiting for the new version of CBR to arrive here. So this particular motorcycle is around 2013 model if I am not wrong, and it is powered by 149cc single cylinder which churns out almost 18.5 HP at very high 10,500 rpm, and maximum torque is around 12.6 newton meters of torque at 8,500 rpm if I am not wrong. And this is of course a fuel injected machine and liquid cooled, which is mated to 6-speed gearbox. So the braking setup is like 276 mm disc in the front and 220 mm disc in the rear, and the wheels are 100 section in the front and 130 section in the rear, both are of 17 inch. And this thing weighs around 138 kg weight if I am not wrong, and the wheelbase is around 1305 mm, and the ground clearance is very good at 190 mm. So enough of these technical specifications, let's get straight into the main point, the review. So the first point you will notice when you swing your legs over this machine is the comfort. The level of comfort offered by this motorcycle is fantastic. I mean, it is just as same as the CBR 250R, very upright. The saddle is very comfortable both for rider and pillion, and the rubber mounting is very good, which keeps the vibrations to the minimal. I mean, it's a single, so there will be a vibrations, but those are very minimal. Second thing you would notice is the engine. You really have to wring its neck to get the most out of it. As I said before, the peak power comes at around 10,000 rpm, so you have to rev it hard, then only you will get rewarded. And third thing you will notice that is the switch gear. I mean, the switch gear is nowhere close to the premium. It's really disappointing from Honda. There is no kill switch, there is no pass light either, so that's kind of a disappointing for me at least. Another thing which you would notice is the instrument cluster, which is carried over from 250R, which provides very minimal information, but it provides enough information like trip meter. There is only one trip meter, which is disappointing, but it provides RPM meter, speedometer and all. That's good. And you see here I am really revving it hard to get rewarded, so you really have to keep that in mind to really rev it hard. And another thing which you would notice is the quality levels. The quality level is as good as CBR 250R, no complaints there whatsoever. So as you can see, the turning radius is decent enough, but my thumbs are slightly pressed, but I was expecting that bit because it's a fade motorcycle, so I am not complaining there. What else? The wind protection from the windscreen is really good. As you can see, it's a very windy day. saying, the windscreen is doing really good job to protect from the wind blast, and the fairing is really cool. What else? I have actually ridden this bike before as well. The handling is really good, but the thing is you don't get enough feedback like R15 version 2, which you had a delta box frame, which really helped a lot in terms of handling. And the grip from the tires are fair enough. These come with TVS in stock, and that's very fair enough grip from the tires. And the mirrors offer decent view. So talking about the design, uh, this is inspired from the 250R as I said before, but that 250R has actually derived from VFR 1200F from the Honda itself. So not exactly the CBR this is, which you would expect if you are taking the CBR tag too seriously, but there is no denying the fact that I still love this design. I mean, some people may not like it, but I personally love this design. And I talked about the build quality, it's as same as 250R, so there is no complaints from my side. And the ergonomics are great. Performance is decent enough, which will keep you really entertained. And even though this comes with only diamond chassis, not any fancy chassis like cast aluminum or something like delta box, but it still will keep you entertained in corners. So it is fairly very good enough motorcycle. And keep in mind that this is only motorcycle in performance 150cc, which will offer you the comfort as well as sportiness. R15 is full on super sport, but this isn't. This is kind of a sports tourer, which is great for a lot of people who would want to take it for occasional track days and some long tours as well as city commutes. And that is kind of abilities this motorcycle has. And is that versatility makes this motorcycle different from other 150cc performance motorcycles. And what else? And the mileage is around 35 to 40 kmpl, which I think is pretty decent for this kind of motorcycle. And the punch offered from this DOH engine is really very handy. You can commute, you can also tour, because you also get the 6th gear for cruising abilities. What else? The only disappointing part I see is the instrument cluster, which doesn't offer as much information, which is actually common today. And the switch gear quality isn't that great. Could have been given better gear, if you ask me. And the biggest disappointment is of course the Honda itself, because they're not even launching the 150R, the new one, which is actually available internationally. They are just busy in launching that Activa 4G, 5G and all. I really wish that Honda will launch that 150R in our country, because I personally have been waiting. I mean, not to buy, but want to ride. Don't know why they stopped. It's a still fantastic motorcycle. It's still very fun to ride motorcycle. It's eager to rev it hard, and I really love the character that it comes peak at 10,500 rpm and the rain has started. Well, I think I have to stop this video here because the rain has started, as I said before. And to sum up, it's really good motorcycle. Still, I love the motorcycle how it is actually. You can rev it really harder and can get rewarded. That's the kind of performance you're getting here. And it redlines at around 11,500 rpm, which is great, because I personally love the motorcycle which revs really high. So I personally love this motorcycle a lot. And that's my summary of the review. So if you liked it, please hit that like button and share the video ahead if you found worth sharing it. I mean, now I don't think so it's sharing while a video, because production have been stopped. So yeah, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Bye bye guys, it is raining hardly, man. Bye, I will see you later.